So the second step in the business buying process is finding the right businesses to buy. Now, searching for the right business to buy is both a thrilling and daunting process. Now, the key thing to remember here is that there are two types of businesses for sale. You have on-market businesses and off-market businesses. On-market businesses is where the business owner has proactively decided to sell their business. Hence, the business is being listed on marketplaces such as businessesforsale.com, RightBiz, Daltons Biz, and BizBuySell in the US. Now, this is great from the perspective that we get to see a lot of businesses, but I will say now that buying on-market businesses tends to be very challenging. And the reason it's challenging is because it can be hard to agree a valuation, like a fair valuation, with the seller, because the seller usually has this number they want for their business, but the reality is that the business is worth this. So there tends to be quite big gaps in the value, and because the gap is so big, it can be very hard to get these deals, to get these businesses across the line. Now, other example of on-market businesses tends to be business brokers. So if a business is listed with a business broker, then again, the seller, the owner, has proactively decided to sell their business. Hence, they are working with a business broker. You will also see on-market businesses in industry publications and websites. Now, most of the businesses listed here tend to be businesses that are a bit more distressed. Not always, but it's quite common. So these are businesses that are on their last legs and they're being advertised because someone may want to go in and see if they can turn it around. Not something I advise you do at this stage of your journey. Now, the second type of businesses is off-market businesses. This is where the business owner has not decided to sell their business. They're not proactively selling their business, but they would be open to a conversation. And all this means is that they're thinking about it, but their thinking hasn't got so far that they've decided, right, I'm going to sell my business. Now, this is where the juice is. This is where the deals are. And especially it's where the no money down deals are. One of the biggest bottlenecks in buying a business is agreeing valuation. With off-market deals, the owner hasn't yet decided what they want for their business. They don't have strong opinions around the value of their business, which makes negotiations far more realistic between you and the seller. Now, off-market businesses can be found in a number of ways. The first one, and the most successful one in my opinion, is through your personal network. Who do you know? It's almost certain that your first acquisition is somewhere in your phone book. I kid you not. Mine was, and I know many, many others where that was the case. And the reason why your first deal tends to be there is because if they're in your phone book, then you already know them. But most importantly, there's a baseline of trust. And this is what it's all about. You have to have trust when buying a business, and the seller has to trust you. Now, another way we can find off-market businesses is through direct outreach. So this is where you're proactively reaching out to owners of businesses. And there's a number of different ways that we can do this. Some of the most powerful include sending letters, extremely powerful for getting in touch with owners and having a confidential conversation. And we also have platforms such as LinkedIn Sales Navigator, where you can directly contact people through LinkedIn. A big part of this process of direct outreach is that we have to build lists of qualified businesses. Now, this can take a little bit of work, but it is worth its weight in gold, because if you have a list of 300, 400 or 500 potential businesses that fit and align with your investment criteria, and you send every single one of them a letter, yes, it may cost you a bit of money with a first class stamp and a bit of paper on an envelope, but you could quite quickly have 20 or 30 conversations on the go with sellers where they want to talk to you about potentially selling their business. It's extremely powerful. Now, another way of developing off-market business opportunities is through professional referrals. This is where you have people such as accountants, lawyers, even business consultants refer sellers to you. When you start your business buying journey, you want to use a combination of both on-market and off-market approaches. This is a numbers game. It's all about volume of quality deals. And the more volume that you can put into your deal pipeline, the more opportunities you're going to have to close the right businesses on the right terms. Now that you've got a solid understanding on how to buy a business, I want to help you take this to the next level. If you're interested in taking this further or are serious about making your first acquisition, possibly even your next acquisition, I've created 2 powerful resources that can guide you every step of the way. The first one is called Identify. This is the perfect training if you're struggling to choose the right business or industry for you. For just £33, Identify will help you narrow down your options and focus on the sectors that align with you, your goals and your strengths. It's all about making sure your first move is the right one. Next, I have No Money Down. This is where the real magic happens. For £99, you'll learn 15 different strategies to structure deals with little to no cash up front. Imagine owning a profitable business without risking your savings. No Money Down makes that possible. Both of these trainings are designed to give you the confidence and knowledge to move forward. Whether you're identifying the perfect opportunity with Identify or crafting creative deals with No Money Down, these tools will get you closer to owning your dream business. So if you're ready to take action, click the links below to get instant access now. Start with Identify to find the right businesses, then use No Money Down to make the deal happen. Your journey to business ownership starts here. I'll see you inside.